free. Hey, hey, we got the mics turned up and the dice on the table. Comic books stacked in the streaming cable. Lightsabers glowing in the back of the room. Someone yelling Marvel Phase 22. We got board games set and the pizza arriving. Someone quoting Batman like their life depends on it. Anime battles, debates getting wild. Someone shouting that character shove it survive. From Hogwarts halls to galaxies far, from Gotham City to Hyrule's heart. If you love the lore, then you know the thing. We're the nerds doing nerd things. Everybody sing, roll your body, sing. Roll the dice, press start, let the phantom ring. From the comics to the movies to the games we bring. Nerds doing nerd things. Let the whole world know. If it's geek culture, we're running the show. Turn the volume up and let the fandom blow. Hey, NDNT. Hey, NDNT. Talking Star Wars theories till 2 in the morning. Arguing canon while the storm is forming. Someone yelling, that's not Laura accurate. Someone else yelling, bro, just enjoy it. Retro games loaded up, ready to play. Mario Kart friendships ending today. Someone just pulled the ultimate move. Blue shell flying and the whole room boom. From D&D rolls to video game kings. From anime arcs to wrestling rings. If you love the lore, then you know the thing. We're the nerds doing nerd things. Everybody sing, roll their body, sing. Roll the dice, press start, let the phantom ring. From the comics to the movies to the games we bring. Nerds doing nerd things. Let the whole world know. If it's geek culture, we're running the show. Turn the volume up and let the fandom glow. Hey, NDNT. Hey, NDNT. Who loves comics? We do. Who loves games? We do. Who loves movies with a billion fan theories? Who debates the ending for the next 10 years? From the nerd cave to the podcast throne. If you love the fandom, you're not alone. Nerds. Doing nerd things. 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 Hey, NDNT. Hey, NDNT. We're the nerds doing nerd things. Everybody sing. From the tabletop rose to the fandom king. If you love the nerd life, let the whole world ring. Nerds doing nerd things. Raise your controllers high. From the anime tears to the battle cry. Turn the mics up loud. Let the nerds all fly. Hey, NDNT. Hey, NDNT. Turn it up, let the nerds run free. Hey, NDNT.
Spoiler warning. The contents of this podcast may ruin your television show, movie, comic, cartoon, book, or life. It is your decision to continue to watch or listen to this episode. Here are your hosts, A.J. Coppola, and Susie Cromwell James.
The name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I don't know why, but you are.
We're back. What's up, everybody?
Get out.
Okay.
Okay, you can come back now.
Okay. Perfect. I'm happy I'm allowed back. Welcome to the Spoiler Warning Podcast. We just watched House of the Dragon, Season 3, Episode 5. And, well, I hope you like setup episodes, because the Unbound and Unbent was basically that. Leaves on a cliffhanger. We'll talk about it. But how you doing, Susie?
I'm doing good. I'm actually sitting over here thinking that we need to get you a Game of Thrones shirt.
With that same logo on it?
No.
I drink and I nerd things?
No. We're going to put you in a house.
What? I'm sorry. But, just to plug this beautiful business, I ended up buying this at Kineticon.
Dude, I'm going to have all of our spoils for when we do our actual Kineticon panel, because I'm hoping my computer actually decides to work. I'm going to have them all set up right around me.
They literally engraved it while we were there.
Yeah. This is Holzbecker Evers Wood. Really great. The guy was phenomenal. I would highly recommend. I didn't get one myself. It's on my bucket list. I had to do a little bit of birthday shopping while I was at con, so my want of a tankard was put to the side. I also don't need one right now, so.
But our
But I will
con
get one.
episode is Thursday. Don't
Yes.
let us fool you about this being our con episode, because it is not. It's our House of the Dragon episode. I just thought this was a great find.
It is a great find. I found a couple of cool ones. Like he did so many different fandoms, so I'm like super excited. That one jazzed me.
And they're local to Connecticut.
Yeah, and I think this was his first year at con.
I don't remember him, so I would assume so.
Yeah. So, but at any rate, so AJ, if you could pick any house in Game of Thrones, which one would you pick and why?
This is really tough. It's very tough. You put me on the spot like this. I don't like it when you
I
put me
did.
on the spot like this. But me,
You know,
AJ,
that's what happens when
I
you
would
wear
have
a
to choose.
Necrozma, a Necrozma Pokemon shirt.
I would have to choose, and this is just pure off of Game of Thrones and the little bit we've seen of them in House of the Dragon. I would have to go the north. It would be Starks. Because I like the cold. I'm okay with winter coming. I'm in shorts all year round. And I kind of want a direwolf.
So the Starks is is typically my house.
But since I picked it,
if-
you can't now, so...
Rude. But I think otherwise I would probably have Targaryen, and I would treat my dragon better.
They treat their dragons fine. They do. They eat great. Their teeth are
they eat
always
great.
covered in blood. And
That's
sometimes
great.
they're family members.
Mm-hmm.
Just ask Jaharis. But Susie, with this episode, it is episode 5 of season 3, Unbound and Unbent, and we are starting to see, I would say, the beginnings of the fall of Rhaenyra Targaryen. She not as going crazy in this episode as we've seen, but we're starting to see the people most faithful to her kind of wane a little bit. Damon in a little bit is going back to his I will do whatever I want in the name of you. I will go do whatever I want. Um, the Maester's kind of playing Switzerland, we talked about, which it sounds like you mentioned playing Switzerland. I think he is still very much um, going green. Um, but we're really starting to see how the town is fighting back and that there's a traitor within the Targaryens.
See, I don't know how much, so much that it's the town fighting back as much as a revolt. Like, and I know this sounds weird because it's like the same thing,
That's what I was
but
about to
like
say, but I wasn't going to blow up your
but just
spot.
like, just like, hear me out. I don't think they would have cared. I don't think they care who sits on the throne as long as they're taken care of. Because they're not being taken care of, they're revolting. I think if they were fighting back, there would probably be a lot more like
Well, everything
we'd
seems to
probably
be
see more.
everything that we've seen and what we've heard from the Gold Cloaks that the murders were done at night in secret,
Hmm.
and then the person is just found.
Yeah.
It's not till we get to the end of the episode, which we'll talk about a little bit later, that it's there. It is. I thought I had a text
I
message there for a
mean,
second.
nobody's gotten thrown a tomato at or had to do the walk of shame.
Shame, shame. Ugh. Oh,
That's actually the
that brings me
disappointing
back.
part. Nobody's done the walk of shame yet.
I
Do
can't
we
believe
have a
they
walk of shame?
superimposed her head on somebody else's body.
She wasn't walking down there.
No, okay, fair point. But Susie, with this
Yeah.
episode, we also have Aegon going through his trials and tribulations of wanting revenge, and then Laris is basically trying to coach him to come back to that city, and we'll find people on our side. We'll leave soon. Just
My
be
favorite
patient.
thing in this episode, absolute favorite thing in this episode, is Laris looking at Aegon and going, "Oh, you've had it rough
Oh
with a
God,
silver spoon in your mouth?
the dressing
Are you
down.
kidding me?"
The dressing down that Laris did, I think, and this is just me not knowing what happens next because didn't read the books, didn't listen to the audiobooks, literally just going through this through episode to episode. This might be the dressing down that Aegon needed. Hey, call it the come to Jesus moment. But I really think, great, that he still acts out killing that dude. You will call me your grace, and just stab,
He
stab, 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 stab,
his
stab, stab, stab.
the number of times that silver spoon comes out, it's it's astonishing. Like, just to see how he interacts with the populace, and then you watch him and you're like, dude, you totally grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth.
Absolutely. And you go from one brother to the second born of Aemond at Harrenhal. How Harrenhal is under attack for people looking for him. Twice. First time, oh crap, what's her name? I want to say it's like Ashley or something. Susie, can you look
Oh
that up real
no.
fast?
Yeah. Looking up the name of the lady,
At Harrenhal, the one that's helping Aemond. But she takes care of it. Those three basically go away, never come back. And then later in the episode, four people come back, and they go to attack her.
Alys.
I'm sorry.
Alys?
That sounds
Alys.
that sounds about right. Um, but they surround her, and then out of nowhere, the protector of Harrenhal comes out and just massacres all of them. As you can still see that he is very much not with it, but he is very very still skilled with the blade, even though he's in an ungodly amount of pain.
I have the wrong song stuck in my head.
It's a small world after all.
Nope. Nope.
I've
Lean with
got
it,
the
rock with it, lean with it, rock with it, lean with it. You're welcome.
well, at least that's a Disney song. What can I say except? But Susie, before we get going, what was a main point in this episode that you want to focus on?
Ooh. Damon.
Okay.
Damon is a big one. This one, he's. You called this episode the beginning of the decline of Rhaenyra, and you are 100% on the money because if Rhaenyra, Damon is correct, and to a point, Rhaenyra is too, but they are so small still. They don't have a whole lot of resources, so for him to go after the person with the gold for the gold cloaks, it's also hurting because now you're sending Bela out there hunting um Vagar. She's no match for Vagar. She's still a new rider.
Yeah.
So it's like you're hurting. They're hurting each other. Damon's not listening to Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra's trying to listen to Damon, but she also feels very slighted because Damon's not listening to her.
So in this episode, we'll switch past because I want to talk about what happens at the end. At the end, um, Alicent and Helena have huge moments, not long moments, but huge impactful moments on what possibly might happen with the Hightowers or Targaryens, the mix. We find out that Helena is pregnant, or Helena is pregnant. Dun,
Okay,
dun,
AJ
dun.
found out that Helena was pregnant this episode.
Whoa. You thought she went out and spray painted those walls. You thought that was her last week.
Yeah, you also got the glimpse of, oh my god, she did something she wasn't supposed to, be the face that her mother makes at the end of the episode.
Yeah, what have you done? And we find out she's pregnant. Alicent calls for the maester to ask for one last favor to bring her the Plan BT. That's a safe way to put it. And she doesn't want to take it. She is fighting everything to take it. And then Massaria comes into the room, asks about it, and Alicent drinks it. Now, I don't know what side effects of that are if you drink it and you're not pregnant, but it doesn't look like she's comfortable
Probably
later in the episode.
no.
What do we think is going to happen with Alicent and Helena, especially now that we know, and then Massaria knows that there's a little bit of a pregnancy thing going on as Alicent pleads with Massaria to still be faithful and not tell Rhaenyra.
Okay, I have a couple of comments.
Dun-dun-dun.
I have a couple. First of all, the fact that Alicent is trying to convince Helena to leave behind her daughter,
Mhm.
um, because she's just gonna raise her up and sell her off to the highest bidder. Like, she's of no worry. They're not gonna raise her up to be a queen or anything like that, so you don't have to worry. They're not gonna
Might
kill
take
her
her as her
off.
ward.
Yeah, yada yada yada. And I'm like, lady,
You're
you're
a bad
so
liar.
dumb.
You're a bad liar.
You're so dumb. And Helena going, you always look to the left when you lie, and
Mhm.
walks away. Um, Helena stands up so much for herself this episode. I'm so proud of her. Um, but Oh my goodness, the number of times that Allison is like, "They could use your child against you, use him as a hostage."
I mean, she's not wrong with that.
She's not wrong, but Allison, come on. You're the reason we're in this mess. Get over yourself.
Fair point. Fair point. So
Get over yourself.
with that, and I'm seeing a lot of posts on Facebook, Reddit, and everything, and I want to touch on it because I know there's a possibility it might happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but in a joking manner, and it's actually very funny reading some of these. They're saying, Helena, get away from that window. Get away from that window. As many times as she was outside looking at things or with the cat, watching the cat on the ledge,
I don't
it
feel
popped
like
into my mind. Was like, is she gonna just
I just she's never seemed like the
all there person?
um all there, but she's also never seemed like the suicidal type. She's all for her kids, so I think as long as her kid, like at least one of her kids, is alive, she's not going anywhere.
Yeah. How about
But
Christian Cole in this episode?
wait, hold on. I'm actually going to deviate from Helena into the other two kids
Uh huh.
because you see a lot of the jealousy that was going on between Aemond and Aegon in this episode, and they actually vocalize it, um, which is just unreal. Like you don't
Jealousy,
realize, like,
resentment.
mhm,
They're
they
brothers, but
were
they kind of
they
hate each other.
they're brothers. They hate each other. Um, uh, Allison raised them both differently, and it's just she loved one more than the other, which is okay. You know, there are some parents who have a favorite child.
Mm.
Um, I've never understood the concept, but I only have one kid, so couldn't speak. Um, I would love to think that I wouldn't play favorites, but I only have one kid. Um, but it's just interesting to hear their take on it, you know, growing up and discovering that, like, how much they resented each other. And I feel like to some extent, like, Aegon knew he was being raised to take the throne, but it's almost like he wishes that he wasn't.
Which he very much stated before he was given that crown, is that he didn't
Hmm.
want it. They found him in a brothel and then had to bring him back.
Yeah, like Rhaenyra was raised to take the throne. So, you know, and Aegon knew that. He knew that, you know, Rhaenyra was raised to take the throne. She's older than him. This is what their father wanted.
Yep. Are you
So it's
surprised with
just
Kristen Cole yet? I expected him to die a long time ago, and it seems like with every victory he ends up getting, like the surprise on the Starks and killing a lot of them, he takes two steps backwards as they go through basically what I would call a minefield. All the horses are dead. They're all walking now in all the elements: rain, wind, cold,
everything's against them.
and they take one step forward, and now it feels like they're five steps backwards. They're dropping by the
I
numbers. They get to where they need to, and the bridge is burnt, impassable. So whatever they were planning, all up in smoke. He gives his great speech at the end of the episode to try to keep the forces with him, but we're starting to see people deviate from that group of soldiers. At what point do you think they basically turn on Christian Cole and probably kill him?
So Kristen Cole is one of the ones that I actually want to look up what his fate is. Um, because I have not liked him since season one.
Same. He's a dick.
He's a snake.
And
He's
And he has
He's a
fake honor.
freaking exactly. He believes that he's doing what is best and he has the honorable intentions. And I'm like, really? If you had honorable intentions, you would have done what Rhaenyra had asked you to do in the first place. If you had honorable intentions, you would not be doing what you're doing right now. You would be following the chain of command.
Mm-hmm.
You are out for yourself. You're a freaking snake. You're not afraid to do what you need to do to survive. And his whole speech about, oh, I'm going to die on the battlefield as a soldier. I'm like, can a dragon please eat him? Please. Just please. Just pretty please.
The little, please do it. And
Just
now
please do it.
that brings us to the end of the episode. As Cole is going on this gigantic monologue to keep the forces, we see Daemon enter the Gold Cloak's chambers, and there is blood everywhere.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. In addition to that, we also saw Damon torturing somebody.
Oh, the eyes, and then the dead,
I I'm good.
and that's where
I
he
never
finds out
see
that uh, Osmond Hightower, along with Darren, are basically setting Darren up to become the new king of the realm.
Yep.
As they're already printing him on money. And that's
Yeah.
where Damon finds out, okay, maybe
Mhm.
this is where we should go. This
I
is our
don't like
next fight.
Darren. To be fair, I don't like his uncle or cousin or whatever the fudge he is.
I think he's being molded
Um,
into something he didn't want to be, and then he's gonna
he's
end up turning
he's
himself
being
into
molded
it.
into something that he's being molded into something he shouldn't be. So because Allison even says it that she sent him away to become a Hightower,
Yep.
and he has a dragon, and he can't get rid of all of his Targaryen ways. It's causing a problem.
Yep. 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 Yep.
You
Yep.
I
Yep.
also
Yep.
tell
Yep.
he's afraid of Ormond. He's like
Yes.
afraid of him.
Yes. Very much so. Very afraid of him. Just look at the chess
Darren's
game.
higher rank. Darren's higher rank than Ormond, and Darren's afraid of him.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign for
I
any
know.
leader.
And now,
So
back to the ending of this episode.
now you can go to the ending.
Damon Gold Cloak's chamber, blood everywhere, follows the path of blood into what I would call the bedding chamber. I would assume.
Can we talk?
And
Can we talk
we
about what that scene looked like?
the final, Jesus and the Last Supper.
The Last
Like,
Supper. It looked like the painting of the Last Supper.
and as it surprised us with this scene that they kill 10 gold cloaks along with the commander Luther Largent, who has been the gold cloak assigned to Rhaenyra as well, and
Mhm.
probably I would say best friend to Daemon. So they're all dead. There's a traitor within the walls of the castle, it feels like. I can't wait to find out who it is. And if we catch them in this season. I would assume that would be one of the payoffs we get towards the end of episode 8. But
Maybe
as
even
this is
episode
going
7.
on, it's basically the end of this episode is a culmination of 3 different storylines. Not culmination, but it ends it with 3 different storylines. Cole's um, voiceover monologue, the Feast of Traitors with Damon finding them, and then Helena and Alicent looking for a way out and getting locked in a hallway.
I can't wait to see who finds him.
Do they find them alive? Are they
I'm not
changing the
answering that
story
question because I know
possibly?
the answer.
Oh, why do you do this?
Did you want to hear a nice little fun fact though? Doesn't ruin the story at all.
Sure.
So Raina, we know that she is the writer of Sheep Stealer.
Yep.
So, and for those of you who have read the books, please feel free to correct me. They have combined Raina's story
With
with the
Nettles.
actual writer of Sheep Stealer,
Yeah, Nettles.
which I feel like changed the story, but not necessarily for the better.
It happens sometimes when things go from book to movie or
I mean,
TV.
we'll see how it ends. We'll see how it shakes out, but I would have liked them to have done just kept the two of them separate and done
Yeah.
Nettles.
But overall, Susie, another setup episode. I'm expecting maybe another half of an episode of setup before we really get into it. Or
Hmm.
surprisingly, probably another full episode. But what did you think of it? Because we did get a lot here. It
Oh yeah.
just wasn't dragons, fire, and death everywhere.
I believe it or not, I like the setup episodes better than I like the war episodes.
Okay.
Because I feel like when you jump right into like a battle, without all this setup, you're like, what happened? Like where did we how did we get there?
Yeah.
So by seeing all these background, we knew when Jace died how we got to where we were. But I like these setup episodes because we know there's a fight coming. We know it's coming. Just who's it going to be in between? That's the question.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited.
Same. Same. I've been looking forward to each one of these episodes where I can't say that along with every series that, oh, there's a new episode. Let's wait till they're all out to do that. Um, HBO has done really good with their TV series that at least myself, I know you also were kind of in the same boat. Um, what's next? Is Last of Us next?
Last of Us,
Then Welcome
I
to
thought got
Derry, and then this.
delayed.
Did it really?
Yeah, I think it got delayed. Hold on. Was it season 3?
Yes.
Hold on. Because we were alternating. Okay, so it's still scheduled to premiere next year. Um, it just began filming, so probably mid next year sometime.
Okay. Let's hope.
Yeah. But if you've got suggestions for new and upcoming shows that you would like us to watch, spooky, not spooky, bloody, not bloody,
Funny,
we're
not
pretty
funny.
yeah, we're pretty game for everything. But if you could like, mix them up a little bit and not just have them all blood and gore, my stomach might appreciate you a little bit more.
All right, everybody. Thank you for
I watch these when I'm eating. Like it's my dinner time.
And then all we had were entrails at the end of this episode, and I could just imagine. Ah, oh.
Yeah, I had pasta for dinner, so
Oh, that's worse.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ah. All right, everybody. Thank
Uh-huh.
you for tuning in to this episode of the Spoiler Warning Show. This was season 3, episode 5 of House of the Dragon. Hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys Thursday for the Kineticon review episode. Hopefully, we get a lot of people with that. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on YouTube. You guys are going to be able to tell us and tell everybody else in the comments what your favorite parts were. Join us for it. That'll be at 8 p.m. on Thursday. Take care, everybody. Be safe, and we will see you then.
Bye.